Hello, Mepham. Welcome back to the Midweek Update.
In today's episode, we travel to a few diners to get a feel of the community, take a trip to an art studio that inspires artists of all ages, and finally, we take a look at special events that have happened at Calhoun and at Mepham. I'm Hailey Gardner.
And I'm Viktor Karolak, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the BMB show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community. Hailey, I'm so excited for our trip to Tampa this year.
Oh yeah, how could I forget? Every year, BMB travels across the country for a national broadcast competition.
That's right, Hailey, but we also do competitions beforehand, right here in New York, to prepare us for the competition.
It's funny you mention that, Viktor. Our most recent competition was only a few weeks ago. Students split up into teams of 4 and were given the prompt for the specific category they took on. They had 5 days to come up with a story, film it, and edit it.
One of my favorite packages BMB made was a diner story.
Our school and community feature group, Maya Passanisi, Emma Santiago, Ali Redican, and Hailey Kiernan were given the prompt, The Heartbeat of This Place. Let's take a look on how they approached it.
You might be able to find a diner in any town, but here on Long Island, a diner is something special. The weekend breakfasts, friend group meetups, and familiar faces behind the counter where anyone can just walk in and feel at home. From early mornings to late nights, these spots keep neighborhoods alive.
I think because they're openly and there's one on every corner, so people just know they're you could always find a diner. It's very reliable and consistent.
Well, we have characters working here at the diner, so I would say that would be the busiest. People come in, they sit down, they eat. The kids get coloring sheets, crayons, little cupcakes or ice cream.
At our next diner across the island, breakfast sips turn into lunchtime bites, with diners carrying that same warm, familiar feeling.
This was one of the last places we came to with my mom before she passed away. So that's why we come to this specific diner so much.
It's a good place to come and meet your friends, your bosses, anybody. Come to the diner, sit down, have coffee and something to eat, and talk. It's the best.
We are friendly people, we make them feel like home. So that's why everybody likes to come over here, because we're like family.
I think diners are an essential part of Long Island because it brings everybody together pretty much. I've noticed here since I've been here for the last 2 years that people know each other. The communities know each other very well. It makes you feel good. It's a feel good kind of place.
Further west, the afternoon slows as another diner prepares for their evening crowd. The buzz returns as friends and families fill the booths.
Like all other diners on Long Island, it's just so homey. I feel like I come in, I see familiar faces between the people that work here and the people that just come sit down and eat. It just feels so comfortable, a place that just feels like the people here are just so kind and heartwarming that it's really homey.
I remember one specific time a woman came in and she just wanted to tell us that she loves this diner and she's been coming here for 40 years and she just realized she never said thank you, and she just wanted to say thank you because it's such a fun place to be, and she comes here all the time and it's like a second home for her.
No matter the time, Long Island diners are what keep the heartbeat of the community going, whether it's sharing stories, gathering, or just a place where people can feel at home. From BMB, for STN, I'm Maya Passanisi.
Thanks, Maya. That was such an amazing story. I wonder how they thought to go to 3 different diners. That must have taken some serious time and dedication.
And a lot of willpower. I can't walk into the diner without getting at least 2 orders of mozzarella sticks. I can't wait to see what else this group makes. I just know it's going to be good.
Well, while on the topic of STN stories, let's take a look at Bella Latiri, who took a trip to a local art studio with generations of history.
Art is something to be done out of love. It's not to be done for other people. It's not to be done for a grade. It's meant to be something that is from your heart, just coming from your soul. It's an expression of you.
The South Shore Art Center is located at the heart of the community where it inspires people for generations. It's a very special place where it brings people together and helps people find their creativity.
It was really invigorated when I went to high school and I went with Miss Lisa Kalish. Her class really inspired me to continue on with art and to take it more seriously and see it as something that I could be doing the rest of my life.
My intention wasn't necessarily to inspire others, rather just share my love and passion for art and see what happens from there. It's very similar to what Jay did for me in the classroom. He loved art and he made us all love it too.
Jay Lupitin has run the South Shore Art Center in the heart of Bellmore for 29 years.
My dream here, as far as who was going to work here, was to use the former art students. Actually, Miss Lisa Kalish was my student when she was in kindergarten, and then she took classes here, all through middle school and high school. And so as soon as she graduated, I looked to her, and she's been with me for a good number of years. She's one of our best.
As Jay has been training and teaching several artists, they are now stepping up to teach a new generation of young creators. They have found a love for art and are now exploring that at this studio.
Art is like a way to get my feelings out on paper instead of speaking them out, and be able to share them with people. And I think it's an easier way to understand, because sometimes it's hard to communicate my feelings with words.
I used to be very antisocial, and I was just trying to put myself out there, but I didn't know how to do it. So then I started taking classes, and I eventually kind of just started to like it.
Jay has inspired many artists throughout the years. However, someone close to his heart sparked it all for him.
My dad was an artist, took art classes in high school, college. He was always doing art. So there was always art in my house. I remember as a kid drawing. And then high school, college, I was going to go into business, and I took an art class just as an elective. Started to think, you know what, I think I want to be an art teacher.
South Shore Art Center is a very special place where art brings children and adults together. The classes help people grow and explore themselves as artists. I'm Bella Thierry, and I'm going to go back to doing my art.
That was such an amazing story.
I know. I really loved the way they emphasized how art has impacted generations of people at the studio.
It's crazy to see how art affects so many people of different ages.
Well, enough about STN stories. Let's talk about something a little more current.
Just a couple weeks ago, the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School District had its very own service fair.
The fair was to help kids transition after high school in a smooth way. Wait, Hailey, isn't this your story?
That's right, Viktor. Now sending it down to me.
I'm here at the Bellmore-Merrick Service and Support Showcase here at Calhoun High School. This district exceeds with helping students plan their future, and tonight was a perfect example of it.
It gives them an opportunity to talk to these different agencies about what they would need to be able to participate in their program. It gets them learning about all of the different types of programs and allows the parents to make the most informed decision possible.
The best booth is the LICIL, stands for Long Island Center for Independent Living, because my goal is to be living independent in the future.
By the end of the night, families left with valuable information and confidence about their students' futures. This event was a huge success and showed how much the Bellmore-Merrick District cares about each student's goals. For BMB, I'm Hailey Gardner.
It's so kind of Bellmore-Merrick to hold this fair for kids.
In other news, just last week, a former NHL star and current broadcaster, Thomas Hickey, came to Mepham to talk and inspire some of our future leaders.
Let's hear more from Maya Passanisi.
When it comes to school spirit, there is one thing that connects all Mepham students, and that is sports. No matter the level that you're playing at, all athletes face certain challenges, and here in the Mepham Media Room, former Islander Thomas Hickey talked about the challenges that he faced.
I think one thing you learn, when you get to turn professional and go on to do what you love, is for everybody, there's going to be ups and downs and hard times, and I think it's important to share that and let people know that roadblocks aren't the end of a career or end of your dream. It's just part of the journey you're on.
Whether you're a high school athlete or a professional, mental health is not something that should be overlooked, and make sure to seek out help if you need it. For BMB, I'm Maya Passanisi.
I can't believe how much Thomas had to go through, yet he still persevered.
I know. He not only inspired, but left those kids with advice they'll take for the rest of their lives.
Though it's interesting we're on the topic of sports.
Why is that?
Because coming up, we actually have Brett McGovern with this week's sports report. Let's hear from him now.
Hi, I'm Brett McGovern with your sports report. There's lots going on in the Mepham community right now. The annual Spring Garden Tournament will take place this Saturday, and of course BMB has got you covered. The girls basketball team will take on Glen Cove this Saturday, and the boys will take on Clark on Thursday with the BMB Game of the Week. That's all I have for your midweek sports report.
Well, now that we got our sports report, I think we are ready to wrap up this episode.
Make sure to tune in for next week's episode with more news stories from and in and around the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School District to bring you inside of the parts of the community we don't always get to see. Until then, I'm Hailey Gardner.
And I'm Viktor Karolak, and thank you for watching this week's episode.
Gotta hit the elevator to go. Durr.
All right, you got it?
Don't move now.
No, we're not moving. We're
not allowed to
staying in
move.
place.
Connor, go back to the beginning, por favor.